please.
That was a question. I don't have the answer on how I would do it. I'm not in charge.
I didn't ask you how you would do it, Chris. I didn't ask you how you would do it. Here's my point. In most cases, most of the people in Portland, in Oregon, in Washington follow the law. When the tiny number of people go out and break the law, minor law breaking, speeding, major law breaking, rape, robbery, and murder, the way you answer that is you have the cops show up. And the cops can show up and say you're under arrest. The guy puts his hands behind his back and he gets walked off in cuffs. Or they have to wrestle him to the ground, or in some cases they have to shoot him. But all the bad guys know that if necessary, the cops will pull out a gun and use it. Now, you're suggesting that
In those cases where they say what is necessary, though,
Chris, let's not get off into the weeds. So, if Romney were to say, I'm going to try and talk Iran out of getting the bomb, do you think talk will keep Iran from getting a nuclear weapon?
Nope.
Okay, now that's the position that Barack Obama has taken, that talk will get them out of having the bomb. If Iran thinks that we are dedicated enough to keep them from getting the bomb, that we're willing to use war if necessary, we don't want to, but we are willing to use it, do you think that's more likely to keep them from getting the bomb?
I think if they want to get the bomb, they're going to get the bomb. And whether they do anything with it is another thing.
Chris, how would your third-party mythical candidate keep Iran from getting a bomb if not by war and not by talk?
No.
You said this guy's got the answers. Do you think it's a problem that Iran might?
No, I'm saying I don't believe that the Democrat or the Republican either has the right answer. I think what's going to happen with Iran is already too late. They're already saying, I mean, if Israel attacks Iran's going to attack us? I mean, what kind of statement is that?
Chris, nobody has said that.
Already in motion.
Chris, Iran has said they intend to destroy the United States and they intend to destroy Israel. I think we're better off if Iran does not get the bomb, because then they can't use it as a threat against us. Kind of like a bad guy who manages to get his hand on a gun is much more dangerous than the guy without the gun. So if they don't have the gun yet, it's a good idea to keep them from getting the gun. And I'm asking you, what would your third-party candidate do on the economy to get Americans back to work?
We need to quit regulating every job that's out there. I mean, okay, I made a little one-sided saying every job out there, but they've got their hands in so many American jobs that it just destroyed it for everybody.
Okay, so
I mean, even farmers, everything's controlled by the government.
Reducing
regulations.
Okay, reducing regulations, you and I can agree on that. But if a third-party candidate, since Ross Perot has not been able to get enough to even get a third of the vote, what good does it do to have a third-party candidate who can't win?
Well, and that's the problem in the media. I mean, that's another controlled thing. There's no exposure out there for the third-party debate.
Gary Johnson. Well, hold on, he was there. Are you asking, Chris, the third-party debate was carried. It had Larry King as the moderator. He's a high-profile guy. It was on the internet, so it was available to everyone. What are you suggesting?
The internet, but how much news coverage here to show Americans how much? I mean, how many?
Chris, if it was okay, does virtually everyone in America have access to the internet?
Well, yeah, and that's
okay.
We don't exercise our rights.
No, but Chris, if people choose not to watch the third-party debate, what does that tell you about the level of interest among Americans to see what that third-party candidate wants to say?
Because most of the people I talk to weren't even aware of it.
I know, because they don't choose to be aware of it. If they wanted information on a third-party candidate,
it's a problem. I think that's
so
a problem. Americans feel they have to choose between one or the other, Republican or Democrat.
Could you tell me how you would fix that problem? Are you going to force people to watch the third-party debate?
Of course not. All I can do and all I do is try to talk to people that I know, friends and family. I try to get the word out. And
are they interested?
I want to watch it. I've got plenty of friends and family that refuse to watch it.
Yeah, so they don't want to hear about your third party. So what good is it?
Well, because they're painted to believe that it's conspiracy theories, that these people are crazy and...
Well, Chris, they have all the access to all the information you do, and they choose not to watch the third-party debate. That tells you that people don't want it, right? And you say they're...
What about you?
I consider third-party candidates. I consider Ron Paul, and he really was a third-party candidate, not a Republican candidate. We put him on the show any number of times. He's been on the debates. And guess what? He didn't pull much support because Americans heard his ideas and they
here's
didn't.
what I see when I see Ron Paul, and all everybody knows, most of the people's opinion of Ron Paul is that he's a joker, this and that, because you get on the internet or you see on TV and everything's twisted around to make it look like it's a joke, so everybody just disregards it.
Okay. Chris, I appreciate the call. 13 before the hour, you've got the Lars Larson Show. Portland's best traffic is right here from Tim Ryan on FM News 101.
Big story right now, Lars. I-5 southbound on the Fremont. They've been doing a bunch of work in the right-hand lane. Traffic is backed up from Hill to Columbia now. If you're in Washington and need to come into downtown, take I-205 south, otherwise you're going to be sitting there for a while. Also, anywhere there's an election office, get ready for some heavy traffic around it until the polls close tonight. It's really heavy out there at the one in Beaverton in Washington County. Still working that car fire out near the airport in Sandy on Bornstedt Road. I'm Tim Ryan on the Traffic Center now. Portland's most weather 24/7.
Got a chance for showers this evening, highs in the low 60s. Tomorrow, a few scattered showers and actually cooling off, and then 40s by Thursday and Friday. I'm KGW News Channel 8 meteorologist Nick Allard. Your next news, traffic, and weather update at the top of the hour on FM News 101.
Have you thought about that time when you might need a little extra assistance in living? I'm talking about Russellville Park, a retirement community that maintains your ability to be independent, to travel, to get on the freeway, to go to the airport, to have people come and see you. And it's wonderful for that. But when and if you need a little bit of assistance, they have that too. Russellville Park is at 103rd and Southeast Burnside. Easy freeway access for visitors, close to hospitals, close to shopping, and as I said, convenient to Portland International. Call them up. Talk to a sales advisor at 503-254-5900. Take a tour and have lunch on me. That's 254-5900. They've got restaurant-style dining, and they keep everyone busy there, assuming you're not already busy enough on yourself. On your own. But there's a full-time registered nurse that'll assist with the well-being of all residents, and you only pay for the assistance you get. Russellville Park, more than retirement, it's five-star fun.
In a world of uncertainty, why leave your investments to chance? If you have $100,000 or more in a 401k, 403b, TSP, or in your IRA, you can finally get the help you need to manage your investments. It's your money. Shouldn't you be aware of strategies to help preserve your assets? Chuck Price, president of Price Financial Group Wealth Management, is offering you a free evaluation of your investments, securities, and investment advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation, member FINRA, SIPC. Price Financial Group Wealth Management is a separate entity from FSC Securities Corporation. Chuck can be contacted by visiting www.pfgwm.com or call Chuck at 503-253-3000.
For nearly 20,000 Northwest foster children, the holidays can be an especially difficult time.
Sometimes I feel all alone. Christmas used to be my favorite.
I just don't expect anything.
To help, Sleep Country USA is holding a Secret Santa toy drive to benefit local foster children.
What if Santa can't find me? I really never had Christmas.
The simple gift of a stuffed animal, doll, game, or toy can help make a foster child's holiday merry and bright.
I've been very, very good this year.
Bring your gift of unwrapped books, toys, and games to any Sleep Country. You can also donate online at sleepcountry.com.
It's just what I always wanted.
On behalf of the foster kids in your neighborhood, Sleep Country thanks you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Not everyone can be a foster parent, but anyone can help a foster child.
Help put a smile on a foster child's face by donating new toys and games to any Sleep Country store. And for a limited time, you'll receive $10 off each selected Trans-Siberian Orchestra concert tickets coming to the Rose Garden Arena November 25th.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you might be kicking yourself in the head. I've never seen rates this low since I started Westland Financial over 10 years ago. But I can assure you this, that the rates will be going up soon. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay up other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right, nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether to purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out who can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. You can't afford to be giving money away, so call us at 888-945-4145. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. We make loans you can live with for a long time. That's 888-945-4145.
my sister, Hillary is all named, is in Boston, and she sent me a picture, which I sent to you and on the website, on the email, one of your emails, Lars. And she sent, the first message was the twin states look like they're turning red, and that Nevada, Romney's at 2 points, and they've got the whole, looks like the whole Boston Garden floor is covered with people that are making phone calls. And she took a picture. The first picture she sent me was this woman who had an oxygen mask on, and she was devoting her time to trying to get Mitt Romney elected as the President of the United States of America. Give us a break. So go Romney and go James Buechel. You know I'm the person who recruited James Buechel, and we've also been working on voter integrity with public records requests, and so we'll have to talk about that after the election. But
let's do that.
To you?
Well, listen, I'm in favor of James Buechel too. Lisa, thanks very much. I appreciate the call. Let's go to Bill in Cottage Grove on 1120. Hey, Bill, what's on your mind?
The video that Mr. Obama was offended by is quite clear that he and his crew was the ones who was most offended by it. And he even was trying to stomp all over Mitt Romney for calling it a terrorist attack.
Absolutely. Bill, I appreciate the call. Let's go to Tricia in Vancouver. Tricia, welcome to the program.
Hey, Lars, how are you?
Well, what's on your mind?
Oh, I was just listening to you when you were talking about voter fraud.
Yeah.
And I changed my name, my first and last name, earlier in this year. And I figured I went to DMV, I did Social Security, everything. I figured they would take care of the ballot issue. But I received ballots for my old name for both the elections this year, and I ripped them up and I threw them in the recycling bin, but I know other people would easily just vote for what they wanted. They have two votes in their name.
You know what's crazy about that, Tricia? I'll bet when you change your name, I've never done this, but from the outside I've read about the process, you have to actually post legal notices that inform the whole community that you're changing, right?
I don't know, you don't have to do that. You just have to go to the courthouse and have them legally change it. So if they do that, I don't know. If you have to do it publicly, I wasn't aware of it.
I don't know how many people change their names every year, but you think it wouldn't be rocket science for the state of Washington to take the names of everyone who's had a name change during the year and just set the list of them to the elections department and say, we need to have you take these people off under this name and leave them on under a different name, or make everyone go back out and re-register. But I don't know. I would think that they'd be able to do that. Apparently, they cannot. Let's go to Bill in Springfield. Bill, welcome to the Lars Larson Show.
Hey, Lars, I just wanted to call and thank you for sponsoring the Nosler Northwest Central Sweepstakes. Somehow or another, I ended up winning it, and
what'd you win?
Incredible.
What was the final prize for you was what?
I got a case of Nosler ammunition, a loophole scope, a set of 3 knives from Bone Collector, and a rifle case and rifle sling with a $100 gift certificate from Ted Blocker Holsters.
Congratulations. And by the way, Blocker makes great holsters. They're one of the sponsors for our Packing Pretty event that's coming up on the 15th. And I killed both my deer and my elk this year with that Nosler ammunition. That's great ammunition. It shoots great. They really make great ammunition down there in Bend.
Well, my wife went. I'm an officer hunter. My wife went out with me this year, and she decided that she wants to hunt next year. So we're buying her a new rifle, and we're going to fit it with the loophole scope. And I bought I have a Nosler send the ammo to me in the caliber that she wanted, and we're going to break her in over the next year into shooting and hunting, and hopefully she'll bag her first deer and elk.
Now, do you hunt on the west side or the east side?
I hunted in Central Oregon for elk during the first season and got skunked, and I'm going to be doing late season on the west side for archery when it comes up here in another week.
Good luck to you. Just remember, when you take that scope east of the mountains, it's Leopold. The actual name is Leupold, but all the folks east of the mountains, it's a cultural difference. They speak a different dialect out there. I go out and talk to my friends Rex and Kenny, and they call it a Leopold. Got a Leopold on that rifle.
I'll remember that. Thank you for sponsoring the contest.
Hey, it was a pleasure. Those guys are great Northwest manufacturers. Producer Tony just sent me the word. At this point, the exit polls show Obama with 190 electoral votes, Romney 191 locked in at this point. You know what they need? About 80 more than that. We'll certainly know the results by tomorrow. I got the national show coming up here in a second. I'll be on Channel 8 News tonight, as much as they let a crazy right-wing Republican like me get on and talk. My Straight Talk commentary is coming up this Saturday, and tomorrow we'll talk election results.